Hi guys, today we're going to do some St. Patrick's Day themed artwork. Some 4-leaf clovers, really big ones that take up the whole page. I would love for you to use your oil pastels, but if you're feeling like using watercolor or markers or paint or something else, you're welcome to do that. The first thing I want to do is talk to you about how to actually draw a 4-leaf clover. I'm going to show you a different project, so this isn't what we're doing, but I want to show you the clover and how it's really, the petals are heart-shaped actually, and you basically have 4 heart-shaped petals. This one shows it a little bit better. Or you could think of it as having like an X, and each of the X's has like a rounded M on the top of it. I'll show you what I mean by that here in a second. But we are going to do a close-up version of a clover, a bunch of clovers. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start out with my heart shape, which I was talking to you about just now. Okay, and if you have trouble drawing a good heart shape, again, think of it as a V shape with a fat rounded M on the top, okay? And then on the other side of that, I'm going to do another heart, like that. And you want to try and keep them about the same size. This one's a little small. And then on this side and that side, you're going to do another heart. So heart there, another heart there. Okay? If they're not perfect, you can always go back and like fix the shapes if you want to, because I'm going to color these in here in a second. Okay, so a lot of the times the clover is folded in such a way that it has different shadings to show you like where the folds are. Usually there's like a big fold in the middle, so I'm actually going to get my white and kind of put a white down the middle. Oh, it wasn't very clean. Black in it. White down the middles, okay? You can't really see it because it's white, but essentially then I'm going to take my green, kind of mix it with that white in the middle to make kind of a cool color. So it just looks like it's folded up a little bit and the light's hitting that spot a little bit more. Might be easier to go over it in white rather than going over the white and the green. The black right there I'm trying to get rid of. Use your fingernail will help get that waxy oil pastel off. Tried to do that one a little bit different and I didn't like it, so I'm going to do that. Alright, so just like we have that highlight in the middle, I'm going to put some darker, shadier spots too. And do that. Give it a stem. Okay, now I need some darker green to do some like darker spots. This is more of a turquoise. I'm not sure what colors you have available to you, but if you don't have like darker green and a lighter green, you could use like a little bit of blue as well. I'm just kind of going to blend that in a little bit, and I might even go back with the green over the top of it. Ooh, I have a light green too. Oh, that doesn't do anything. Okay, so back to regular green. Is this still regular green? That is. So I'm going to go back over the darker spots with some of the regular green just to blend it some more. Kind of like blending colors with painting. It's kind of neat that oil pastels allow you to do that. So I have one, and then I would put lots more. A couple different ones. Maybe some could be going off of the page, breaking the barrier a little bit. I think that's what they call that. Oh, different techniques to help make art interesting, right? I'm putting a bunch that look like they're going off the page just to make it look a little more interesting. And then I'll go do that white line down the middle of all of them. Alright, I'm going to go back with my green. So here's something else you can do when you're done getting all of your shamrocks or four-leaf clovers to look like you want them to look. There's the matter of the background and what you want to do there. Do you want to use watercolors or oil pastels, colored pencils? How are you going to color the background? I was going to do oil pastels, but my hand's kind of hurting, so I think I might actually do a watercolor background. Let's see. You guys seen any good movies lately? My kids got to see Willy Wonka and the Migration, I think it's called, recently for their school. I didn't get to see either one. I haven't really seen a new movie in the theaters lately. I'm sure it's fun to go watch them. I like to watch the sappy Hallmark movies. Whether it's Christmas season or not. I stick those on and then I do my artwork. Maybe it's because, like, I know I don't have to pay attention too much because they all have a very similar plot. Right. Not quite done with these yet because they're looking a little messy to me. So I'm going to go back and fill in some of these spaces. So today I'm filming this on Leap Day, I know I have you guys tomorrow, but today is February 29th, and that only happens once every 4 years because when they measured out, the Earth's rotation around the sun, it takes 365 days and a quarter. So that's 1/4 of an extra day. So it's like saying 365.25. Well, you can't really say like, okay, well, one day a year we're going to have a quarter of a day. So instead of doing that, every 4 years they add an extra whole day, and that keeps us on track for, you know, keeping a good calendar that goes with the rotations of the sun and the earth and all that jazz, right? You guys might already have known that. But I just think that's exciting. But can you imagine if you were born on Leap Day and that was your birthday? Maybe one of you guys are, but I have a friend, Daniel, and he was born on Leap Day. And so he's actually 40 years old today. Technically he turned 40, but since he's only had one birthday every 4 years, technically he's only 10. So he celebrated his 10th birthday, even though he's 40-ish. So that's pretty funny, since Leap Day only happens every 4 years. It's kind of cool how that works. He probably didn't appreciate it too much. It's almost like his birthday doesn't really exist. It's 3 out of 4 years. But it's fun to tease him about being 10 years old when he's actually, my age. All right, so there we go. If you'd like, you can do the background with oil pastels, or you can choose to do the background with a different color. I kind of want to do the background like a dark blue. What does this color look like? That'll work. Because I think it'll make it really pop, but you don't have to do dark blue. And honestly, if you don't want to do background, you don't have to do background. But I kind of like this because you can be sloppy with it, since most watercolor kits come with a ridiculously small paintbrush. And you don't have to worry about like overlapping or being messy because the oil pastels will repel the paint, right? So that's kind of cool. For those of you who are really interested in art someday, like you might think about becoming an artist, or at least part-time for fun. Trinidad State College has, TSC in Trinidad, they have an Associate of the Arts program, so that you can study like art history, drawing, photography, painting, ceramics, stuff like that. And part of it you can do online too. So I don't know if that is an option for you guys for dual credit since you're in New Mexico, but there's some cool stuff you can do online to get your associate's degree, which is a 2-year degree. And then you can use that degree to get into a 4-year college and go into like animation or graphic design. But there are some jobs that hire you with only a 2-year degree. So that's kind of cool. I think you guys have a couple programs at Des Moines that are 2-year degrees that you can do as well. So as you get bigger, you can ask about those, which is really nice because if you can do it through the school and you don't have to pay money to get your college credits, that's definitely the route you want to go. They also have a new theater tech program, which I'm very excited about. I don't know if you guys know this, but some of you might have had me as a music teacher long ago, but most of you probably just had me for art. But I was in Sound of Music over the summer, and I played Maria in that musical. But we don't really have a theater program at Trinidad yet. And so I'm hoping to run a theater CTE program, which is like a career path theater program. So you can learn how to do like lighting and costumes and sound and build sets and things like that. Should be pretty fun to make sure the arts are happening in the schools. Well, that's basically it for today for this one, unless you feel like you want to do like my other class and add a little happy little ladybug, which you're welcome to do. I might do that. I don't know how well it'll turn out, but I might put a little ladybug just right here, just for fun. This ladybug's like Clover and sort of bunnies. Clovers have these really pretty purplish, whitish flowers sometimes too, which is nice. Like the insects. And the ladybug. Did you guys ever read The Grouchy Ladybug? I love that book. By Eric Carle. Eric Carle has some good books, but that's one of my favorites. There we go. How cute is that? Alright. Well, a happy St. Patrick's Day to you, and happy March, and I hope you guys all stay safe and that you get some good moisture out there so there's no dryness and fires and things like that. And I'm excited to see you guys live tomorrow. Hope you had a good leap day, and hope you have an awesome spring break. We'll talk to you later. Bye.